It was the start of the summer holidays on Sodor. There was to be a barbecue party at the Duke and Duchess's new summer house. All the entrants were very excited and very busy as they puffed along getting preparations ready for that night. Thomas puffed into Knapford station. James and Henry had just been given their jobs for the day. "Morning, James. Morning, Henry. What are you two up to?" puffed Thomas. "Me and James are going to the docks to collect preparations for the barbecue," Henry puffed. "I'm going to take tables and chairs to the summer house for people to sit down and enjoy the food. And I'm going to be taking wood and some special stereo equipment to make a stage for the disco later that night, and crates of lemonade to drink." "How wonderful! I'll see you later at the summer house," Thomas puffed. Soon after the big entrance had left, Thomas suddenly spotted something. It was some black circles he had never seen before. "Driver, look over there. I found something that's black." His driver meant to have a look and then took them over to Thomas. "They're engine lamps, Thomas." Thomas was surprised that they are. He had never seen black ones before. "They look dusty," said the driver. "I better give them a wipe. I better make sure that genie doesn't come out," he laughed. "What?" puffed Thomas. "I mean, it might be a magic lamp," he said. "I mean, like in Aladdin, you make 3 wishes and they all came true." Then Thomas remembered Proteus' story by Scarlummy. Maybe one of them could be Proteus' magic lamp. But really, his driver was joking, but Thomas didn't realise this. "I wish I could show Percy this." Then he heard Percy's whistle. "Yes, Percy is coming! My wish came true! One of them must be a magic lamp." "Hello, Thomas! What are you doing?" asked Percy. "I found 2 lamps," Thomas puffed. "I think one of them is Proteus' magic lamp," and he told them all about Scarlummy's story. "Bust my buffers! Peter Sam would love to hear about this. Are you going to wish for something like a new whistle?" And he started whistling as loud as he could, which deafened Thomas. "Stop it!" Percy carried on listening. Thomas was getting fed up. "Did you say something, Thomas?" asked Percy. "Yes. Anything else different besides a new whistle?" But then Percy started whistling all over again. "Percy, shut up, shut up, shut up!" Thomas puffed. "What are you trying to do, deafen me? Let's try and think of something else besides a new whistle. We'll keep them." "I don't know about this," said the driver. "Someone might be looking for them. But we'll put them on the funnels, just in case someone will look for them and then we'll spot and wave us to stop." Thomas was pleased with this idea. "This is the best idea I have, Percy." "The most special idea of all. We must find time to tell Peter Sam. He'll love this." Meanwhile, Edward saw Sheriff looking stern and strolling along the road slowly. "What's up, Sheriff? Are you looking for something?" he asked. "Yes," said Sheriff sternly. "I'm looking for the 2 black engine lamps. They got stolen from the Sodor Museum last night." Edward gasped. He had heard all about the lamps because he used to have one himself. "Any news of a robbery so far?" he asked. "Good news and bad news," said Sheriff. "We caught the robbers on the road to the mainland, but we couldn't find the lamps anywhere. Will you help us, Edward?" "Of course," Edward puffed. "I'll keep an eye out and I'll let you know if I come across one." "Thanks, Edward. Bye for now." "Cheerio, Edward." Thomas and Percy had been fitted with the lamps on top of their funnels so that people can look out for them if they lost the lamps. "What are you going to wish for, Percy?" asked Thomas. "Well," Percy puffed, "I wish I was pulling the mail train instead of shunting these oil tankers to the diesel works," Percy puffed. Then Percy's driver came in. "Well, you're in luck, Percy," he said. "Tom has broken down, and the Fat Controller wants us to finish the mail run for him." "Yes!" Percy whistled. "My wish came true. We both got Proteus magic lamps. Bye, Thomas." Bye! Thomas felt very pleased with himself. No sooner had Percy left, then Gordon came in. What are you ramming on your funnel, Thomas? I've got Proteus Magic Lamp. Gordon sniffed. Stuff and nonsense. There's no such thing as a magic lamp, or magic. You just let your imagination go crazy. Can't stop to listen to your silly chatter. And Gordon puffed snootily away. Thomas was very cross. I wish Gordon would have an accident. Then suddenly there was a terrible noise. We'd better see what all that noise is about, said Thomas's driver, and they set off to investigate. When they got to the junction outside the station, Thomas was shocked. Gordon had crashed into a line of empty oil tankers. Diesel was shunting them, but was switched onto the main track by mistake, so Gordon crashed into them. My wish must have made Gordon crash into Diesel's trucks, gasped Thomas. He now felt very bad. Why do you shunt the trucks on my line, Diesel? Fumed Gordon. You know this is an express line. Nothing's allowed on it. Diesel sneered back. But if you'd been scrapped, you stupid steamy, none of this would have happened, idiot. Thomas felt terrible. He had wished that Gordon had had an accident. He wished he had been careful what he wished for. I wish Edward was here, he thought to himself. Then he would help us. Then Edward came into view. Thomas's wish had come true, but there was worse to come. What's going on here? Boomed the Fat Controller. This accident has caused confusion and delay. Thomas spoke up. It's all my fault, sir, Thomas puffed sadly. And he told him all about the wish, and all about his 3 wishes that came true. Gordon didn't think they would come true, but they did. I'm really sorry, sir. I could have wished for something sensible, but now I've wasted all the wishes. The Fat Controller walked up to Thomas and smiled. Real lamps don't grant wishes. That's just in stories. And they don't run railways either. All you did was keep an eye on the accident. Yes, puffed Gordon. It wasn't your fault, little Thomas. And anyway, said Gordon's driver, it wasn't your fault anyway. It's a blooming signalman I like to have a word with. He switched the points too early. Diesel was meant to come on after us. And also, added Edward, that lamp is exactly the one Sheriff's looking for. There were 2 stolen last night from the Sodor Museum, and he's looking for them so he could take them back. Thomas felt very silly. I've been really silly, haven't I? And I thought one of them was Proteus Magic Lamp, and he told him all about the story. That sounds terrific, Thomas. But what will Peter Sam say? He never got a chance to see the lamp. He'll say, well done, Thomas. Looking after it is much more important than running over some accident. But he's looking for 2. You got one of them, but where's the other one? Asked Edward. Percy's got the other one, but I'll go and look for him while I go and get a breakdown train. And Thomas puffed away to find Percy and to get the breakdown train. That evening, Thomas and Percy gave their lamps to Sheriff and he took them away back to the museum. Percy was upset they had to give away his lamp, but Thomas explained that they got stolen from the Sodor Museum, and it was very important. Then, Edward and Gordon came into the yard with the Fat Controller. Thomas wasn't willing to see Gordon. Oh God, are you here to gloat? No, Thomas, said Gordon. We come to say well done for finding the lamps. Edward puffed. And Thomas explained where he had found the lamps that morning. By the line in the station yard, boomed the Fat Controller. I mean, come on. Anyone can easily have found them. I know, Thomas puffed. I'm surprised that neither Henry or James saw the lamp themselves. The Fat Controller held out a newspaper. It was today's Sodor Gazette. It contained the story of the missing lamps. Have a look at this, he said. Thomas's driver looked. It's about a reward, he said. For anyone who finds the missing lamp, £600. Well, I never, Edward puffed. That would buy a lot of paint and engine parts for all of us. Had another wish, Thomas. What would it be? Asked the Fat Controller. Easy. Setting off to the Duke and Duchess's house for the party. Why? Wishes do come true really, Thomas. But you have to make them come true yourself. And also, you also need to be careful what you wish for. Yes, sir, Thomas puffed. I'll do that from now on. Good. Now, let's go, everyone. Time to party! And the engines puffed away to enjoy their wonderful night out.